All right. What is going on? What's going on, man? Whew. Getting everything set up. Whew. Football is almost here, man. It's right around the corner. Right around the corner. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. I appreciate y'all joining in. We are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok. And we are looking to have a good time. New York Mets, man, don't get me started. The Mets, we've been bad. I don't even want to get into it. You're right. You haven't teased me. You have not teased me about it, but my Mets are terrible. My Mets are terrible. Jiminy Christmas. But we are live on YouTube. We are live on TikTok, man. I appreciate everybody joining in. We are breaking down the NFC East, or I'm sorry, we are breaking down the NFC North and the NFC West today. Gonna have some surprises. Spoiler alert, we're gonna have some surprises on who's gonna win these two divisions. But I'm excited. I'm glad y'all are joining in, man. So glad you guys are joining in. Just waiting for some more people to join in on the chat, and we will get this going. We will get this going. Got people over on TikTok that are teasing me about my Mets and they're about they're terrible. But I said at the beginning, that's right. That's right, LT, Lieutenant. I said they were going to be bad at the beginning of the year. I said they were going to be bad at the beginning of the year, and dag nabbit, they were bad. I thought they'd sneak in and just be a wild card team, maybe the last wild card team. I knew the Braves were better, but I thought the Mets would be at least good enough, especially with the money that we spent. But then you look at it, we didn't spend any on any bats. And the pitching was old and was hurt at the beginning. It's just a disaster. I mean, Diaz going down in the world whatever of baseball. I mean, him blowing his knee out, just jumping out. He wasn't even doing anything crazy. It's insane. Oh well. So yeah, man. So let's break these divisions down. Let's get into it a little bit. Talking to AFC North again first, or not again first, but talking about the AFC North first. So, or the NFC North. Jiminy Christmas. I can't get it right. Again, we're live on YouTube. We're live on TikTok. Everybody just join in. If you want to join in, there's a lot. The chat is open and popping over on YouTube, man. So just like it is on TikTok. So let's start at the bottom of the NFC North. First off, I think the Packers are going to stink. I think the Packers have basically said, you know what? If it works out with Caleb Love, great. If it works out with Love, if it works out with him, okay, good. But if it doesn't, we're just going to play him, we're going to be awful, and we're going to try to get Caleb Williams. I think the Packers are going to stink. I just think they're not going to be any good. They've given up, and they're just ready to mail it in and start all over. They're going to be bad. I think they're going to be bad. So that's number one in the NFC North. Now, this is where kind of the fun starts with that division, because I think the Bears are going to be better. I know a lot of people think the Bears are still going to be bad. I'm still not sold on their defense. Now, here, let me tell you, I'm still not sold that they can stop a lot of people. But I think the Bears got better. I think their line is a little bit better than what it was. It's better than what it was last year. They got some more weapons. I think that they got some guys in places where they should be. You know, the 2 and 3 receivers last year were the number 1s and 2s. Guys can bump down a little bit. I just think the Bears, their ceiling to me is 9 wins. Now their floor is 5 wins. But I don't think I think they get anywhere between 7 and 9 wins. I'm going to go 8. I'm going to say 8 and 9 is what they end up being. I think the Bears have something, man. I think they got something. So I think they're going in the right direction, man. I think they're going in the right direction. What are we saying over here on TikTok? Man, we're talking NFL football today, my man. And again, we're breaking down the NFC North and the NFC West today. Yep, absolutely. Let's get it going. So the Bears will finish third in that division. So I'm doing good, man. I appreciate it. Yep, absolutely. All right. So breaking it down. Now, next, look, I'll just skip to all the BS. I think the Vikings still win that division. I know the Lions finished the season good. I know they did. But the beginning of the season, they were terrible. Terrible. They weren't bad. They were terrible. That defense couldn't stop anybody. And I think the road to that division still goes through Minneapolis, man. I still do. I like the Vikings in that division. I like it. And a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people like the Lions to win. And I think the Lions will be right there. I think the Lions make the playoffs. But I still think Minnesota is going to win that division. I do. I think they're going to win that division. I just think they got enough firepower. Their defense has to be better. Getting a new defensive coordinator in, their defense is going to be better. Their defense is going to be better. I still like the Vikings. I like the Lions. I like them to compete. And it'll be close. It'll be right down to the wire. But I think the Vikings get over the hump and continue to win that division. Going to take another year for the Lions. So looking at no, the Packers are not going to be very good. The Packers are going to stink. The Packers are going to stink. Just come on, man. Come on. The Packers are going to be bad. Yes, Alonzo. I like the Bears. The Bears will be better, brother. If Jordan Love, not Caleb Love, Jordan Love really is the answer, the Packers go 11-6. There ain't a chance. I don't care if he is the answer. They ain't going 11-6 no matter what. No matter what. Sorry, it's not happening. It's not happening. Just not happening. Vikings win that division. Now let's move on to the West. Look, the West gets tricky at the top, but at the bottom, it's easy. The Cardinals are horrible. If the Cardinals win 5 games, it's a miracle. The Cardinals are going to be, I think, the worst team in football. The worst team in football. The Cardinals are going to be the worst team in football. They're going to be bad. Bad. No offense, defense. They don't have anything. Kyler Murray will eventually come back. It's going to be right in the middle of, Call of Duty coming out. So we'll see. I don't know. They're just going to be bad, man. They're going to be bad. It's not even funny how bad the Cardinals are going to be this year. And it's a shame because Cardinal fans deserve better. They do. Cardinal fans deserve better, but they're not going to get it this year, man. So now next, the Rams aren't going to be very good either. They'll have a better year this year than what they did last year, as long as Cooper Kupp, Stafford, those guys can stay healthy. But here's the thing. The Rams' offensive line is horrendous. It's bad. It's bad. So they're not going to be any better either, man. They're not going to be able to run the ball. Hopefully they can protect a little bit. I mean, they got Stafford's spine bruised last year. They were so awful. So I don't know. I mean, they're not going to be that good of a football team again moving forward. But you know what? The Rams knew that. The Rams have decided a couple years ago when they went for it and won the Super Bowl that they knew they were going to take some steps back for a couple years, and they were okay with it. So, you get your Super Bowl victory out of it. Good for them. But they're not going to be very good this year. Now it gets tricky. 49ers, everybody knows is really good. Seahawks, the Seahawks are going to be better than what people believe. This is where I step into the realm of, let's say, craziness. You can't just go chalk with every division that you pick, man. You gotta go wild every once in a while. And damn it, I'm going wild. I'm saying the Seahawks win the NFC West this year. I say they figure out Brock Purdy. They got tape on him. He falls back down to earth. And the Seahawks are a lot better. They're a lot better. Geno keeps it going. The Seahawks win the NFC West. That's what I believe. That's going to happen. Now, if it don't, I know y'all are going to come for me. And more than likely, the 49ers are probably going to win. But you know what? Like I said, damn it, you can't take chalk with everything. It's easy to pick the 49ers. It's easy to say the 49ers are always going to win that division. Now, they are better than everybody. I mean, they're better than everybody in that division. But the Seahawks are a lot better too, man. I like what the Seahawks did. I like what they did in free agency. I like what they did in the draft. Give me the Seahawks to win this division. Give it to me. Give it to me. I like it. So we're not doing the South today, but man, this is what we're doing today. We're doing the North and we're doing the West. So, but I like the Seahawks. I like what they do. I think they always play San Francisco tough. It's not like they don't play them tough. Give me the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks to win the West. It could be crazy. You know, I'm not saying it's not. It could be crazy. But that's who I like. We're live on TikTok, live over on YouTube, man. If you're in TikTok, please give me a follow. I appreciate it. If you're not already following me, if not, swing over. Or if you are, that's great. Also, fly on over to YouTube. Go subscribe. Like I said, the chat is going over on YouTube, man. We're going crazy over there. So I appreciate everybody's support. We're having some fun today. It's a Friday. Live on TikTok, live on YouTube. So let's get to some questions. Let's interact here. Let's see what you guys are. What's up, man? What's going on? Let's see what you guys are talking about. Seahawks 12-5, losing the divisional round. Now, they might lose early. But I still think they win the division. Thoughts on Kupp? I think Kupp bounces back. I mean, look, Kupp is a top 5 receiver in the National Football League. I don't care what anybody says. He is. He is. If he's healthy, I like it. Stetson Bennett, no. Stop. Stetson Bennett is not an NFL quarterback. He's not an NFL quarterback. Everybody don't get surprised by one preseason game, the first preseason game of the year. Come on, man. Let's be real. All right. The Seahawks have a shoddy secondary? Really? Really, Kyle? The Seahawks have a shoddy secondary. Huh. It's interesting. I don't think anybody else that watches football would ever say such a thing, but by all means. Let's see, Trey, what do you got? No, we're not doing that. All right, let's talk about this. Is Deuce Vaughn the real deal in Dallas? Yeah, Deuce Vaughn can play. Look, I've said it all along. Deuce Vaughn, people confuse him and have the same body type as Darren Sproles. He doesn't have the same body type because Darren Sproles was a bigger guy, but they're both short, shifty. Darren Sproles is a better punt returner and kick returner than Deuce Vaughn. Deuce Vaughn doesn't specialize in doing those things. Darren Sproles did. So they're a little different when it comes to that. I think Sproles is a little more explosive, but Deuce Vaughn will be able to play. If used the right way, he'll be able to play. He'll be a factor for Dallas this year. He absolutely will be a factor. Bengals 7-10 and Burrow regresses. I don't see that happening, man. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. The Bengals got a good team. I think the Ravens win the division, like I mentioned yesterday, but they got a good team. Perk, what's going on, man? What's happening? I did play ball. It was a long time ago, man. I played at K-State. Long time ago. Yes, Alonzo, hell no. I don't, hell no to what? Thanks for the gift, Phil. Appreciate it, man. Do I think Stetson Bennett has the capability of being good in the NFL? No. Jalen Carter will have a monster rookie year. He just might. He just might. Steelers definitely have a chance this year. Absolutely, Gary. The Steelers definitely have a chance this year. The Steelers' offensive line is better. They got weapons. Their defense is always good. You know, everybody has to be healthy in the National Football League. If they get luck with that, the Steelers are going to be there in the end in that division. I'm telling you, the Steelers are going to be good. They're going to be good. I got them at 10 wins. They could get to 12. So who knows? Dalton Kincaid to finish second in offensive rookie of the year? Maybe. Maybe. Stetson and Bryce Young are the same size. Okay. That doesn't mean they have the same ability. Broncos are going to be the Super Bowl champs. Now, look here, Constant Truth. You're not being truthful saying that. You're not saying constant truths by saying the Broncos, who have a horrible offensive line, is going to be the Super Bowl champ. You're not being truthful. Stop it. No way, no how. Sam Howell will break out. I don't think Sam Howell is going to be great, but I don't think Sam Howell's as bad as what people are thinking. I think Bieniemy putting together a package and stuff, I think they're going to be, their offense isn't going to be horrible. Because you know they got weapons. Their problem is their offensive line in DC. The Commanders' offensive line is horrific. But if they can get something from them, they'll be okay. So we'll see, man. Which rookie tight end has the best season? Man, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I'm biased, but I'm not going to say Darnell Washington for the Steelers because he's not. Steelers got too many weapons for that. That is a good question. Throw out some names and let me know who you think. Dallas will finish third in the NFC East? No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not finishing third, man. No way, no how. Dallas is too good. Y'all know that I'm a Dallas hater, a Cowboys hater. Dallas's roster, they're too good. They're too good. So I did not play in the NFL. I did not. Was not good enough. Was good enough to start at Kansas State for 2 years, but not good enough to play in the NFL. Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Who do we got? Who do we got? The kid in Green Bay, Kraft, the tight end. Yeah. I mean, Kincaid, there's a lot of people that are saying that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. Tight ends are so hard to predict, you know, who's going to be good. Remember Kyle Pitts? I'm sure everybody does. Everybody thought that he was going to be the second coming, and he hadn't really done a whole lot. So now part of that is because the team he plays on and the quarterback play has been spotty at best, but he hadn't done a whole lot. Seahawks will win the NFC West. You came in here, Sports Talk, and you listened to me, and then you said it, because that's exactly what I said 10 minutes ago. Seahawks are winning it, and everybody gave me a nightmare. Everybody gave me the blues. I think I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm taking the Seahawks, and I'm living with it. I'm living with it. Let's see. Musgrave or Kincaid, I believe. For me, the tight ends could be offensive. I don't know if they'll get offensive rookie of the year, but they'll be the best tight ends. That's who I'm going with. What up, Big E? We're not talking about the Bills. I don't think anybody's overlooking the Bills right now. We're just not talking about them, my man. But you're right in general. In here, we're not talking about them. But nationwide, you're right. Nobody's talking about the Bills. Nobody is. Heck, I had somebody arguing with me yesterday that's saying they need to fire McDermott. I'm like, do you know what the Bills franchise was before he became your head coach? I mean, they were pathetic. I mean, they're doing fine. They can't get over they haven't gotten over the hump, but I think they're doing fine. That's just my opinion. I played in Kansas State in 1997 and 1998 at left guard. Again, we are live on TikTok, live on YouTube. If you're not following me and you're in here, please give me a follow. Also, go ahead and jump over to YouTube. The chat is going up or is up and moving over on YouTube. Come over and subscribe to me over on YouTube. We're growing this thing at Big B Sports Talk, man. Was it fun playing the Nebraska game? I mean, it wasn't fun in 1997. I can tell you that. That game wasn't fun at all. First half was okay. After that, I don't even remember anything. Now, the next year, it was fun. But 97, yeah, that wasn't fun. Dolphins to the Super Bowl? I don't think so. Look, I'm just telling y'all, watch out for the Bears. Watch out for the Chicago Bears. I'm not predicting them making the playoffs. I'm just saying the Bears are going to be better. The Bears are going to get to 8 wins this year. They're going to get to 8 wins. That's going to happen. That's not going to be enough to make the playoffs or win the division, but they're getting to 8 wins because the Packers are going to stink. So Dallas is not horrible. That's a horrible take. Stop it. Just watch out for how good the Bears are going to be. That's all. Or don't. But they'll be better. That's for sure. I can tell you that right now. The Bears will be better. Vikings are going to win that division, though. The Vikings are winning the division and are winning the NFC North over the Lions. Over the Lions. It'll be next year for the Lions. They still got more work to do. How many wins? The Raiders will be right there with the Cardinals for the top pick. I think the Cardinals may be a little worse, but 4, 5, that's about it for the Raiders. They're not winning more than that. Cardinals, 3 to 5, they're not winning more than that. Yeah, Seahawks secondary is lethal. I had somebody in here earlier that said the Seahawks secondary was spotty. That was the word that he used, spotty. And I was just like, wow. I don't think I'd heard anybody that knew football ever say that about this upcoming Seahawks secondary. I'm like, Jiminy Christmas. Wow. That was one of the worst takes that I think I've heard in a long time. $12 or 13 wins for the Seahawks. It's not out of the question. It's not out of the question. I don't know that they get to 13, but 11 to 12, not out of the question. I do remember Irving Fryer. I went to K-State, so come on, man. Of course I've been to Aggieville. Absolutely. 12-5 Seahawks season. It's not horrible. Not horrible, people. Let's see. What else we got? Dorian Thompson-Robinson so far in the preseason. I think he's played fine. I heard a report today that they think he's going to be the number 2 guy. Now, they gave Josh Dobbs a decent contract to be a backup, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But I think Dorian Thompson-Robinson, he's definitely making a roster in Cleveland. He's definitely making a roster. That's for sure. So we'll see what happens. Pickett's looking good in training camp. Had a tough day yesterday. But looking good. Yeah, and who knows? I mean, he's trolling in here, man. I don't know. Talking about the Seahawks secondary is bad. He's trolling. Nah, I don't think anybody's knocking out the Chiefs. I mean, they'll play them tough, but I don't think anybody's knocking the Chiefs out. Chargers will definitely play them tough. Now, the Raiders won't, and the Broncos, I don't think will either. I don't know. The Broncos' defense is good, so games won't be blowouts, but Chargers always play the Chiefs extremely tough. But the Chiefs will win that division. Because, the Chargers head coach will blow 2 games for them that they should win. Just terrible. I don't know about the Panthers, man. I got to see a little more. Man, I don't know. That's a good question about Arizona. I mean, does it matter who's starting for them until Murray comes back? They're not going to be any good. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I love the Steelers too, man. Hot Soup Football has joined the YouTube live chat. Again, man, anybody, we are live on TikTok and we're live on YouTube. So if you're not following me on TikTok, please give me a follow. But all you people from TikTok, man, come on over to the YouTube. Come subscribe. The chat's popping over there too, man. Come subscribe to Big B Sports Talk. Let's see. What do we got? YouTube is Big B Sports Talk, my man. Do I think Carr will lead AJ? You think, or you're asking me, do I think Carr leads the Saints to the Super Bowl? No. I don't think the Saints can make the Super Bowl. I think they'll have a decent team, but I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I don't think they're winning the Super Bowl. No. It's not going to happen. Chargers are going to win it all? No, I don't think the Chargers are winning it all. I don't think that's going to happen either. I mean, the Chargers are a good team, and they're going to do their thing, but the Chargers are absolutely not winning the Super Bowl. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Can Dallas get to the Super Bowl? Yeah, they can. The Dallas Cowboys can. Look, I know this is tough for me to say. And I know you all that have been in here, and it is tough for me to say anything good about the Cowboys. But the Dallas Cowboys can get to the Super Bowl. Now, will they? No. Do I want them to? No. I'm going to say it again for everybody. Dallas Cowboys can get to the Super Bowl. It can happen, but I don't think it will. And for most sane people on earth, we don't want that to happen. We want them to lie in their misery. That's what we want. Chargers are cursed. You think that DJ Vic dog? Dean Spanos? I've heard that a lot. I have heard that a lot. And I don't think the Chargers can win anything with Staley as their coach. They're not winning anything. The Saints take the division. No. Actually, I think the Saints do, but it'll be tough just because I think the Falcons are going to fight them. Just because the Falcons want to run the football and play physical. The Saints are better. I mean, you just look on the roster, they have a better roster. But, you know, the Falcons got a plan. They took a running back at 8. They're going to run the hell out of the football. They got a shot. Yeah, Big T, it's going to be a rough one for the Cards this year, brother. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. I was just saying about 5 minutes ago, if they get the 5 wins, it'll be a miracle. It will be a miracle. I don't think they get the 5 wins. I think it's closer to 3. It's going to be tough. 1 week until college football, absolutely. Absolutely. And y'all know, last year, we were at 52.6% on our bets. And Big B Bets is getting it going again next year or this year. So we're back for round 2. We'll be picking NFL and college games. So 52.6. Not horrible. You know, you want to be right at 55. So it wasn't horrible. But we'll get better. Oh, wow. Now, here I got a question for you guys, man. Somebody in the chat over here on YouTube, man, asked from Hot Soup Fantasy Football, who wins more games, the Arizona Cardinals or the Colorado Buffaloes? That's a good question. Does Arizona Cardinals win more games or do the Colorado Buffaloes win more games? I think Colorado is going to be better than what a lot of people are hoping for. I don't know why people are hoping that Deion loses. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. But they are. I mean, but they are going. I think Colorado wins more games. I think they do. Again, but here's the thing. I don't think Colorado wins 7 football games. I think they win closer to 5. But I don't think Arizona gets 5. But that's a great question. That is a great question. Man, offensive. Let's get to the season before we make our picks for offense and defensive rookies of the year and stuff like that. Always wait. Got to get to the season. And not in the season, just right before the season. We'll talk about it. We'll break it all down. Yeah, man, I'm on YouTube. So I'm live on YouTube right now. It's a good question, Robert. Live on YouTube. You can find Big B Sports podcast anywhere that you get a podcast. You can also get on Instagram and Twitter. Big B Sports Talk. Not Twitch. I was just talking about that today that I probably need to do that. Super excited for football to start, man. Farmerhead, what's going on? What is going on? Yeah, it's going to be interesting this football season. Um, and the next live we do, which will be on Monday, we're going to break down college football. We're going to talk a little college football. Actually, we'll do both. We'll do two divisions. Again, we'll break down two more divisions in NFL. And then the second half of the live, we will do college football because we haven't talked a lot of college football. And I love college football. I think the Bills are going to be really good this year, man. I think the Bills are going to be really good. I think people are overlooking them by not talking about them. I think they're going to be really good. Colorado and Arizona, they push at 4. That's not a bad take. That's not a bad take. What's that? Quickly? What's up, man? I appreciate you coming over from TikTok over to YouTube, man. I appreciate that. And if everybody came over, that'd be great. Make sure anybody that's not following me on TikTok, please do so. That's in here. And anybody that's doing that, click on the link, man, and come subscribe over to on YouTube. Do I like the conference realignment? No. I don't think anybody likes conference realignment. I mean, it's taken away natural rivalries, regency or regional games. It's taken away all of that stuff. But it is what it is. And here's the one thing that I've said about this is that we hate the college realignment. Nobody likes it. But once they kick the football off, nobody's going to care. Like we bitch and moan, and I'm one of the biggest ones. All up until they kick the ball off in the first game. And then I don't care who we're playing. I just want to win. You know what I'm saying? I just want to win. So while it sucks, so it is what it is. So who we got? John says, sorry, buddy, the Browns are sneaky good this year. I don't think the Browns are sneaky good. They're just not going to win the division. I don't like it. Thoughts on DJ Moore? I like DJ Moore. I think the Bears get 8 wins this year, man. I do. Good question. What's up, Martin? Candell, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look like these are people from TikTok that are coming over to YouTube, man. I appreciate it. Make sure you all subscribe. I love it. YouTube is Big B Sports Talk, my man. Big B Sports Talk. Come on over. Jump in the chat. We are having a good time. We are having a good time. So I'm answering questions. Like I said, we're live on TikTok. We're live on YouTube. I'm answering questions for both. With what we broke down today, we were talking NFC North, which I still got the Vikings over the Lions. Bears will be good, 8 wins. But I think the Vikings still take the division. And I got the Seahawks. The Seahawks winning the division over the 49ers. Brock Purdy comes down to earth, plays like he played at Iowa State, and the Seahawks win that division. And I'm not a Seahawks fan. Hey, I appreciate it, Robert. Thank you for subscribing, man. I really do appreciate it. I'm not a big Seahawks fan. I just think they win that division. Man, it doesn't matter. YouTube is great. So if you want to come on over, I would love it. All right, Blake. Let me get to your question here over here on YouTube. Who do you think out of the rookie quarterbacks are going to have a better season? That's a good question. It's not going to be Anthony Richardson. I think he's going to have the worst. There was a couple of throws, and I've been saying this since before he got drafted. I think he's the most talented guy, but his lower body mechanics are awful. Just awful. And it causes inaccurate throw because he knows where to go with the football. He knows where to go. But lower body mechanics, he needs a year to get that under control. So he's not going to have the best season. If anybody, I see it being Stroud, just for the simple fact that I think Houston's going to compete in a lot of games. So, but we'll see. I like Young. I think their team is the better of the team, but we'll see. We'll see. Bears 10-7. I think 8-9. I think 8-9 for the Bears. Man, Brock Purdy. Okay. Look here, hot soup. Brock Purdy is going to be who we all thought he was. Everybody keeps saying he's Joe Montana. Well, we're going to find out this year that he's not Joe Montana. People are insane with that nonsense. Steelers taking the division? I don't know, man. I'd love to say it. I'd love for the Steelers to take the division, but I don't know. I don't know. I think the Steelers get third NFL, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're second. What about Pickett? What am I saying about him? I mean, I think he takes a big step forward this year. As long as the line is better, Pickett's going to be better. The rest of the Pac-12 is finished, man. That Pac-12 conference is sad. But Jake, that's a good question. It's done. It's done. Because even if you bring in a bunch of Mountain West teams, that's not the Pac-12. So, and it's their own fault. It's literally their own fault. Von Miller, when Von Miller gets back, because I think they're talking about he might play game 1. He's not going to be up to speed till maybe game 5 or 6. When he comes back, man, that's another element to Buffalo that people don't understand. I think they're going to be better, man. I'm just telling you. Washington Huskies. Michael Penix Jr., can he be in the NFL? I think so. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a pass-happy offense. And that's a great question, Joe. But I think he's got a place. He's got a strong arm. He's pretty accurate. He can move around. I think he's got a place in the NFL for sure. Can Denzel? Well, he got cut today. Denzel Mims got cut by the Lions today because he got hurt, and then he got hurt during his rehab, and then they cut him. So I guess the answer, because your question was, can he be serviceable in Detroit? The answer to that is nope, because they didn't think so. Top 5 teams in the Big Ten? Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State, and then probably Wisconsin. I think Illinois takes a huge step back. Purdue will too. I would say Wisconsin. I think Iowa will be there at the end. But their offense is so bad. And I want to say Michigan State. I'm trying to say Michigan State. But last year just gave me a sour taste on Michigan State. So I'll say Michigan State 5, but it'll be tough. It'll be tough. I think the Bills lose 5 games. I don't know. I think they could. Packers are not going 10-7, man. Falcons taking the NFC South. Ethan, that's not a horrible take, man. And we're going to end it on Youngin talking about Dallas to the Super Bowl. I'll say it again. And y'all know it pains me to say, but the Cowboys can make it to the Super Bowl. They can. Will they? No. Do we want them to? Absolutely not. But yes, they're good enough to get to the Super Bowl. So, oh yeah, Deuce Vaughn's going to steal them touches for sure. Deuce Vaughn's going to make an impact on the Cowboys this year. Absolutely. Because he is a receiver too. People, they'll underestimate how good he is as a receiver. He's got a route tree running from the slot. Absolutely. Athletic, great hands. Deuce Vaughn's got a place. So, well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for joining again. Monday through Friday, 4 o'clock, we are going live on YouTube, going live on TikTok. I appreciate everybody that came from TikTok, that came over and joined the chat on YouTube. I appreciate all of that, man. So thank you guys. If you're not following me on TikTok, please follow. If you are, anybody else, come over to YouTube, man. Subscribe, join in. We're growing both channels. We're trying to make it big. We're trying to make it big, man. We're having some fun. So I appreciate it. You guys have a good one.